Hi, I'm Joe Noga. We're previewing the college football playoff semifinal in the Sugar Bowl on January 1st by talking to a beat writer for each team with a different question each day. We have Doug Lesmerises, who covers Ohio State for Cleveland.com, and Michael Casagrande, an Alabama beat writer for AL.com. Guys, our topic today, what might be a defensive weakness for each team? Doug, let's start with you, and then we'll go right to Michael.
Well, Joe, if you would have asked this before the Big Ten title game, it would have been an obvious answer as far as Ohio State's defensive weakness. They'd had some trouble stopping the run, and there are some really good running backs in the Big Ten, and those backs had been somewhat successful against Ohio State. Now, Melvin Gordon, the best back in the country, the guy who finished second in the Heisman voting, was held to 76 yards in the Big Ten title game. So it might seem strange to try to stick with that answer as a possible weakness for the Ohio State defense. But I'm going to do that. Obviously Alabama's going to throw it to Amari Cooper. Obviously Ohio State's going to have to find a way to defend him or at least limit the best receiver in the country. But I do think Alabama certainly has enough threats in the run game with TJ Yeldon and some other guys. Ohio State still has to stop the run. And Wisconsin wasn't enough of a threat, I think, in the passing game that Ohio State could really sell out on stopping Melvin Gordon. I think Alabama's more multidimensional. And so I still think it's possible that the Alabama run game could have success. Yes, they stopped Melvin Gordon. That's a huge notch in the belt for the Buckeyes. I still think it's possible that could be a place where Alabama maybe could go at Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl attacking that run defense.
Well, guys, at Alabama, I think the defensive weakness has been sort of recently it has turned into the defensive secondary. Some of the deep passes, they've had some trouble. Auburn set a school record for an Alabama opponent with 650 offensive yards in the Iron Bowl win that Alabama they were able to win that game, but they had definitely some issues with the deep passes. Two receivers, Sammy Coates, Duke Williams, both went over 100 yards. Big plays. It hadn't been an issue all season. The big plays in the passing game, they've been able to defend it pretty well. Before that, it was the 50-some-odd yard pass was the longest they had given up all season, and it was just a short crossing route they were able to. Arkansas was able to run for the long touchdown. But before that, in the Auburn game, the Missouri as well, there were some deep passes that they were having trouble defending, kind of scramble plays. The mobile quarterbacks have given Alabama issues in the past. It's something that Ohio State might be able to take advantage of. Running some pace that has been an issue in the past. And improved that. The Auburn game, there was some improvement in the playing with the RF huddle that was a major issue a year ago against Auburn. But I think if they can get the deep ball moving, that could be an issue for Alabama in this one.